We've done many cheesecakes on this show, and today Naomi's going to show us a very simple way of doing a classic cheesecake.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to do it in the blender. If you remember last season, we did the sticky date puddings.
Yes.
And they were so popular.
Very.
So I thought I had to show you again how to do another fabulous dessert using the blender.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we'll get cracking. So it's a classic baked lemon cheesecake. You could do a raspberry cheesecake. Really, you could change this around. It's up to you. All right, so we've just got a plain sweet biscuit, 250 grams. We're just going to pop those in. We're just going to pulse this. So I'll just use the ice function.
And so spring-full tin for something like this, always cheesecake, makes life a lot easier when it's coming out.
It is perfect. So here's a tip. Reverse the base, makes it easier to come out.
Oh, how good.
That's nearly done. You can see how they're nearly all crushed. So pop that on, just pushing it up, and then just locking it in. And then you've got your base lined. Can I have that bowl back?
Yes, sure.
So we've got our biscuit crumbs.
Beautiful.
All right, and then we've got 100 grams of butter. So pour that in.
In it goes, melted butter.
Just give that a mix through.
And consistency, like we've said many times with cheesecake, you want that almost wet sand consistency,
Yes.
don't you?
Yeah. So pouring that in. So this is the secret.
Okay.
So
I like your little
you know what?
secrets.
I'm just going to use my hands. So
Of course, we've got clean
just
hands.
popping around the sides, pushing that on. And what you want to do is just have a tiny little edging around the top. And you see I'm just using this little thumb here just to
perfectly
keep that
line it
nice
off.
little smooth edge. And then using, now this is the tip, a straight edge glass. Perfect. And we just go around
Oh, what a great idea.
and we push it all in. So as we're pushing it, it's just giving us a really smooth edge. So that's in.
Okay.
And we'll just pop this into the fridge just while we're making the filling, and then we're ready to go. Okay, moving right along. So we'll do the filling now. And so we'll need a lemon. We'll need the rind of the lemon and then about 1 to 2 tablespoons of juice.
Okay.
Okay, and while you're doing that, we need 3 eggs. So this is the great thing about this one is we're just throwing everything in and we won't have any over beating. Okay, 3 eggs, half a cup of caster sugar, sour cream. This is my little secret. So we've got 300 mils of sour cream. Now, I'd like to say make this low fat, but don't. Just use the full ingredients and then just have a little slender sliver.
That's
and
right.
It's, you know, everything in moderation, I think. So I'll pop that rind in.
Okay.
And
And
then
how
just
much
the juice goes in. So 1 to 2 tablespoons is great.
1 to 2, okay. I've got, do you like my little...
It's very
My
cute.
new device. A viewer sent this in.
Oh, that's lovely.
And isn't it lovely? It just works a treat. So we just squeeze a little bit of juice in there.
Oh, that's so good.
Plenty?
Yeah, a little bit more.
A little bit more?
It's like a measured out amount, isn't it?
Exactly. Perfect.
So popping the lid on. Now, turn it on. All right, so then the next step is pouring, we'll pop a little bit of vanilla in too, shall we?
Sure.
So just about half to 1 teaspoon. Okay, so then we've got 500 grams of cream cheese. Now, I can't stress enough, make sure it's at room temperature because you'll get that mixed all beautifully blended through. It's the best way to do a cheesecake.
You don't want big clumps in there,
No.
so...
Okay, on high for about 10 seconds. I changed my mind, 5 seconds.
5
Probably enough.
It's all right, I'll forgive you.
Okay,
Yep.
then the next bit. And what we're going to do this time is we're just going to watch and we want to see, because there's a lot more cream cheese in this now, so it will be nice and thick, and we want to see it create this little kind of vortex that goes down. And then once we see, once it's mixing, it'll puree through perfectly and we'll have no lumps, and then we stop it.
Great.
Okay? See that happen? There we go. Okay, so we need the crust.
I'll get that for you.
So It's amazing to think how fast you can make a cheesecake.
I mean, everything's all ready to go. Everything's done in the one blender, which is perfect.
Nice and smooth.
And we've preheated our oven. What temperature?
We have. Now, well, I've said 150 degrees. And again, if your oven is quite hot, ideally with no fan. And the thing is, you're almost better to take a little bit longer at a lower temperature if you want to get that no colouring whatsoever, which is what we want to achieve on this. So,
and also give it the opportunity not to crack too much.
Yes.
Sometimes it cracks, it's just the way it is. It's the nature of this cake, but you know, with a lower temperature, it won't tend to crack as much.
No, so once it's finished cooking, the other good thing to do is you turn the oven off and you just slip a wooden spoon just into the door, and just so you're releasing the air slowly out of it, and you're letting the cheesecake cool down gradually, and that'll also stop it from cracking too.
Looking good.
Looks fabulous, doesn't it? Okay, so it's chilled for several hours in the fridge, got it nice and cold. So we'll plate it up. And I just thought maybe just to serve it with some beautiful, nice fresh berries. So if you don't mind, just cutting some in half.
Not a problem.
So just removing this is what I love about springform pans.
Oh, look at that.
So that it comes off so easily. And then from our trick, without having to take it from the lip, you just double lift, one, and then again, sliding that
So
off.
simple doing that.
Looks fabulous.
And these strawberries are a perfect combination with the cream cheese in there and just a little bit of that lemon that we added.
And just popping on the top.
I'd even leave some whole because they're so tiny.
You can. And then, how about some sugar, do you think?
Why not? You know, it just looks so beautiful. Just a little bit more. Look at that. That honestly looks like you've bought that from the store and you've brought it home. That's how good a quality this cheesecake is.